why nostalgia made me choose my ex over my husband, and how it destroyed my future, began with a song. One quiet afternoon I was driving home from work, half listening to the radio, thinking about what to cook for dinner, when our song came on. Not mine and Tom's, my husband's, but mine and Ryan's. My ex, the boy I loved when love felt like freedom. The one who sang to me in his car with the windows down and the world at our feet. In that moment I wasn't a wife. I wasn't a mother. I wasn't a grown woman with a grocery list and a car payment. I was 19 again, barefoot on the beach, drunk on summer air and his cologne, with no fear of tomorrow. That one memory hit me like a tidal wave. I didn't realize how much I missed feeling something. My marriage with Tom had grown so safe, predictable, familiar in a way that felt more like roommates than lovers. He was a good man, a stable partner. But in the quiet of our routines, I started to crave chaos. The way Ryan made me feel like I was on fire, like the world was spinning just for us. I didn't fall in love with Ryan again. I fell in love with the idea of him. I started stalking my own memories like they were forbidden treasures, reliving them, polishing them until they gleamed with impossible shine. I started asking myself dangerous questions. What if I'd made the wrong choice? What if love was meant to be messy and magical, not safe and structured? The final crack came when Tom forgot our anniversary. He didn't mean to hurt me. He was just distracted. But in that moment I felt invisible. I didn't say anything. I smiled, kissed him goodnight, and let the silence settle between us like a wall. But inside, I was screaming. Ryan never forgot our anniversaries. He used to surprise me with notes, flowers, mixtapes, little things that made me feel seen. I began comparing everything. Tom's calm became apathy. Ryan's recklessness turned into romance. I twisted the past into a story that served what I wanted to believe. So I did something reckless. I told myself I needed closure. Found Ryan online. One message turned into daily conversations. Then came the coffee meetup. Then drinks. Then a night I can never take back, and wish I could. I told Tom I was confused, that I needed space. I couldn't admit the truth. I wasn't confused. I was chasing a ghost. Ryan said all the right things. That he never stopped loving me. That I hadn't changed. That we were meant to find our way back. And I wanted to believe it, not because it was true but because it felt like the story I wanted to live. So I packed a bag, left my ring on the dresser, and stepped into a dream. For a while it was magical. We laughed like no time had passed. We touched like teenagers again. Felt alive. But the fantasy was fragile. And then reality, the real, adult, unfiltered reality, crept back in. Ryan hadn't changed. He still drank too much. Still had a short fuse. Still drifted from job to job with excuses and half-promises. And worse, I had changed. I no longer wanted adventure at the cost of peace. I needed stability. I needed someone to build a life with, not someone to fix. He started snapping at me for little things. The charm faded. Jealousy bubbled up. Suddenly, I was walking on eggshells, missing Tom's quiet steadiness, the way he made pancakes on Sundays, his gentle touch, his solid presence. Nostalgia had painted Ryan in golden light. But the truth was, I had rewritten the past in my head. I confused memory with reality, fantasy with fact. I tried to go back. But Tom had already begun to move on. He said he still loved me, but he couldn't trust me. And I didn't blame him. I had scorched the bridge and expected it to still carry me home. Now I live alone. Most nights I don't hear music. Just silence. Sometimes I scroll through old photos, wondering what might have been if I hadn't chased a version of the past that never really existed. I traded my future for a mirage. The high of nostalgia, the illusion of love. Nostalgia is a liar. It glamorizes what was and blinds you to what is. It made me think I was missing out when really I had everything I needed. I just stopped noticing. If you're wondering whether the past was better than it really was, ask yourself, are you missing the person or just missing who you were back then? Don't let memory ruin your reality. Have you ever chased a ghost? Share your story. Let's talk about how nostalgia shapes our choices and how we can stop it from stealing our future.